Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolf Den. My name is Voltorn Elda and this is for sure going to be an epic adventure if our previous Let's Plays on Dark Souls 1 to 3 have been any indication. Elden Ring. A game that's supposed to play like Dark Souls, but instead of small corridors and a clear path ahead, it's an open world game. That's basically all I'm aware of, and without knowing precisely what to thus expect from it, it sounds like a terrifying journey to go on, for I like my quote-unquote clear path ahead in the Dark Souls games. As a result of this, I have no clue how this all is gonna go exactly. I'm anticipating that we might stumble upon the well-hidden secrets and at the same time miss the complete obvious while we're at it. Which means a lot of fun exploration is ahead of us. Though, of course, with no guarantee that I'll see everything, or that I will face every single boss this game has to offer. Especially now that we're dealing with an open world. And it is completely fine in my eyes if we end up missing some stuff here or there. As long as we have fun. Now, seeing how this will be different from our Dark Souls playthroughs because of that open world aspect, I have decided to get rid of the concept of the death counter which we used before. I figured it wouldn't really function the same when every player will end up taking a different path, thus kinda making the entire counter obsolete as a comparison tool. Maybe the lack of it will somehow help me get a bit more careless during combat and exploration, but yeah, high chance that I'm still going to take every step of the journey in a slow, careful and methodical manner. Just like how I did things before with Dark Souls. Though, of course, nothing is stopping you all from keeping track when I mess up and end up dying. Hell, comments regarding it might even be good for the YouTube algorithm for all I know. Be creative, be silly, and of course above all else, have fun. For this is gonna be a long journey. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we begin our blind Let's Play of Elden Ring. Starting with a cutscene? Nope, character creation it is, starting with selecting a character base. It's different from Dark Souls, but gotta admit I'm kinda liking the full-on portraits. Sure, you're not actually gonna wear this kind of armor for that long, but nonetheless, I like it. We got a choice between the Vagabond, the Warrior, Hero, Bandit, Astrologer, fancy, Prophets, Samurai. Well, right, that's a first. Prisoner. Oh, okay. I get that you're a prisoner, but what the hell is up with that headgear? Like, why one eye completely solid shut and only the other open with a tiny sliver? What's the purpose of that? I mean, okay, you take away depth perception and whatnot, but in general, I have got questions. I'll leave it at that. We have a Confessor, and of course, the Deprived, or in this case, the Rich. Which begs the question, what kind of attributes are we dealing with? I see Mind, and I see Arcane being different/new. Can I see Explanation? Yes, thank you very much. You can level up using runes. Well, I'm gonna call them souls, probably. Vigor is just HP and also fire resistance and immunity. Mind determines FP and also focus. Alright. Endurance governing the attribute governing stamina also affects robustness. I am definitely gonna go into the character sheet once we have actually got a character and see what stuff actually is, because robustness, what the hell does that do? This attribute also determines how heavy your equipment can be. Definitely gonna level up endurance in the long run because I like to spam dodge. We've got strength, attributes required to wield heavy armaments. Also boosts attack power of strength scaling armaments and affects your physical defense. Nice. Attributes required to wield advanced armaments. Also boosts attack power of dexterity scaling armaments. Reduces casting time of spells. Softens fall damage. I'm liking that. And makes it hard to be knocked off your horse. It's an open world game. We're gonna have to have some kind of faster traversal. We're gonna get a horse. Oh, I'm liking that. A 10 intelligence attribute required to perform glintstone sorceries. Also boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. Nice. Faith, of course, for sacred incantations. Also boosts magic power of faith scaling incantations. I am not a faith kind of person. An arcane attribute governing discovery. So basically the old luck stat in that case, I guess. Also affects holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantations. Well, I have been tempted with possibly the idea of, I guess in this case, going astrologer because of high intelligence and whatnot, and actually playing with magic, but the issue I've always had with Dark Souls games in general is the fact that magic is always a limited resource compared to something like just pure melee. Sure, you have got the range advantage, but once you actually use your spells, you need to wait till you finally sit down again. I really wish, and I don't know if that's true or not, in this game. I hope it's true, but I can't assume that. I kinda hope that FP kind of regenerates on its own at a slow pace, so that you actually don't have to use magic spells as an expendable source. Like, there was a Dark Souls 3 mod, I believe, that actually had FP just recover like stamina did, but at a slower pace. That would have been amazing, but if that's not the case, I'm not picking magic, which really makes me lean more, as usual, towards sword and board. That's how it's always been, that's how I like to play. With a little bit of sneaky stealth archery going on at times. I am more of a dexterity person. But I kind of like to have a proper shield at the beginning that has 100 physical damage reduction. I'm assuming, hoping that the shield of the Vagabond has that. I know for a fact that a tiny shield like the Warrior will not have 100% physical damage reduction, so this one would have more dexterity, but I think we might be better off just going with the Vagabond, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Body type, we're doing that stuff. Well, we're gonna pick what used to be known as body type male or masculine, type A. Which brings us to the biggest question of all, and probably with the lamest answer, what's my name? It's of course going to be Voltorn Elda. I mean, I don't know what else I would pick here. Sir Volt of Elda or something? I mean, we are a sort of knight type, but nah, Voltorn Elda suits me just fine. Age only affects appearance, no bearing on ability, mature or aged or young. If only I could actually see underneath my helm, but no. Yeah, even if I were to go all the way over here, it just changes back. Well, for the time being, I guess I'll pick mature. I'm still young, but I'll say I'm mature. Origin is Vagabond and Keepsake. No keepsake, the past has been well and truly left behind. Definitely not gonna happen, I like to have at least something at the start of my journey. Crimson Amber Medallion. A medallion inlaid with Crimson Amber increases maximum HP. So, basically the Tiny Being's Ring. Could be useful. We have the Lands Between rune. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the Lands Between. Used to gain many runes. Runes are gonna be souls. I am definitely gonna call them souls. It is bound to happen. A golden seed. A golden seed washed ashore from the Lands Between, said to enhance sacred flasks. Sounds useful. Fanged Imp Ashes. The ashes of small, diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. Okay, and what does that do for me? I mean, I'm currently leaning towards the golden seed. Cracked pot. 3 strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. Okay. Many questions are rising to the surface. A stone sword key. 2 stone key shaped like swords. Breaks the seal on imp statues? But can only be used once. Alright. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power. Said to originate from the demigod Miquela? Miquella? No clue. I'm definitely still leaning towards the golden seed. Boiled prawn. 5 pieces for boiled prawn. Boost physical damage negation. It's only 5, it's limited. I'd like to have something permanent. And Shabreri's Woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Fancy. Attracts enemies' aggression. Why the hell would I ever pick that? Yeah, I'm going for the golden seed. Set to enhance sacred flasks. Oh god, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? You're gonna have stuff in the open world to boost your flasks, but because it's an open world, unlike Dark Souls, you're gonna miss stuff. I am definitely gonna pick the golden seed in that case. Yeah, for sure. Which brings us to actually the character creation itself. I'm gonna go for a detailed appearance, but this might just be a little bit of fun lore. The warrior, the most common face among the tarnished. After all, they were all warriors once. And truth seeker, the face of an austere pilgrim. There are many roads to truth. Sure there are. Aristocrats, a regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the lands between. The loner, face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk, well versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. Northerner, a face found among the hardy people of the unforgiving north. Some say they're descended from giants. Alright, are we actually bigger? No, same size. Seafarer, the face of one who wanders the seas in search of their home in the lands between. Are we gonna get a boat as well? I mean, I'm okay with a horse, but a boat would be cool. A Reedlander, face from a faraway isolated land of reeds, where blood is a familiar sight. Draconian, the stony face of the people of the ancient dragons, among whom life is typically short. Okay, cool. The Night Folk, the features of those known as Night Folk. Few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. Alright, well I guess that explains why they are few in number these days. And the Newman, the face of the Newman, supposed descendants of denizens of another world. Long-lived, but seldom born. Of course, gonna go for the detailed appearance, which means voice, sample. Definitely options. Definitely options. I don't really hear the difference between the two options of voices in general. I mean, it sounds like they could have been from the same person, but I'll just go with mature voice 1. And other than that, give me probably 10-20 minutes or whatnot. I am gonna make myself a character. Which, of course, has an awful lot of options. And the thing with some of these options is that I can barely see what the hell is actually changing. Convex versus concave. I don't even know what these words mean, and meanwhile you will never even see this face because it's gonna be covered by armor and helmets. Ah. I honestly remain of the opinion that this kind of character creation is purely meant to be randomized to hell and then just put out something completely ugly and monstrous. You can even customize the nostril slant? What are these options? Oh great, face is done. Now on to hair. How long is this gonna take? Oh god, even customization of the eyelashes. Again, who will ever see this? Character creation is a game in and of itself. My current recording is already at 31 minutes. Oh god. Alright, there we go. Took a little bit of time and probably not an awful lot has changed, but I'm happy. And meanwhile, God, I spent way too long on this. Seriously, character creation in and of itself is already a game. Anyway, I'm gonna save this to favorites, so that in case I ever accidentally lose it, well, have a quick way back. There we go, perfect. Which means let's finally get this journey started. And again, the armor covers up everything. You don't see a bloody single thing. Why? Because it's fun. Alright, let's do this.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
And with barely a clue on what the hell happened in the past.
Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
This is definitely gonna take a whole lot of getting used to in regards to the story. I'm used to the story of Elden. I'm used to the story of Dark Souls, and even that was already taking quite a long time before I really understood everything. And we had 3 games in total to get everything. Also, Why is it why? Read message. Time for Elden Ring. In short, are you ready? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not ready for Elden Ring. I am definitely gonna die. Oh god. Of course. Of course. I half expected it, but I'm still surprised by the fact that it's actually a thing. We can jump. Oh god. I don't understand why the A and Y button have been reversed in this case. Like, I'm gonna pick stuff up with A and then jump. Like a fool. I will take a tarnished wizened finger. Thank you very much. And the message is, though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna see what the hell will happen. Offer hope. I'm afraid hope has become a little bit too late for this lady. Anyway, that brings me to a whole lot of stuff. Equipment menu. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments, arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. No rings? Okay. You can equip up to 3 armaments of each to your left and right hands, and the actions each armor perform, yeah, same old. Alright. Can I take a look at help view explanation? Okay. Where can I find my robustness? I want to know what the deal is with robustness. Also, equipment load for sure right now already is on a heavy load. Total weight of equipped armaments and armor. Movement slows as load increases. The rightmost number is the maximum. Yep. Exceeding movement slows dramatically. Does it also slow down before that? Because right now it definitely means I'm going to get rid of that halberd probably. Poise discovery memory slots. Number of slots available for memorizing sorceries and incantations. Probably not going to use that. What is robustness? Where the hell do I find... passive effects. Okay, where do I find what the hell robustness will mean in the future? No clue. Does my shield have 100 physical damage reduction? Yes, it does. Awesome. How does the halberd work? Okay, stabbing attacks purely with the quick L1. Sweeps, definitely with right. Does that also mean jumping attacks? Oh, that means jumping attacks. Okay, that's cool. But for sure means, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get rid of the halberd for now because I want to have that medium load. Because this would definitely bring me towards heavy. Why is there an exclamation mark? No clue. Anyway, yeah, in case you aren't familiar with me playing Dark Souls games, I'm someone who reads all the descriptions, so whether or not you like that, be aware of it. Which brings me to, can I see, I don't want to compare, there's a lot of options. That's what I need. Longsword. Straight sword with a double-edged blade. In addition to its reliable standard damage, this weapon also boasts powerful piercing attacks. A superbly balanced armament with, of course, the skills. Square off. The skill starts with the sword held level, follow up with a normal attack to slash upwards through enemy's guard, or a strong attack to perform a running thrust. Wait, why do I have the... I don't want the halberd, yeah. Which probably means I should look at this in the inventory. That's a whole lot better. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground to throw them away, yada yada, show large quantity, show large image and explanation, or toggle character data. Sure. New inventory feature. Oh, that's actually kind of useful. New features can be enabled in the display tab within the system menu. Items obtained for the first time can be marked with an exclamation mark. A dedicated tab has been created to view the items obtained most recently. That is nice, actually. Too long have I been searching for stuff on what the hell it was. Switch display right. Don't need that for sure. Tarnished wizened finger. Used to write messages in other worlds. So we're not using a soapstone anymore, but instead a severed finger. I prefer the soapstone. This is grim. Item for online play can also be used from the message menu. Use the right messages. Your messages will be conveyed to other worlds, allowing other players to read them. A finger of corpse wax. So emaciated the bone is visible. Yuck. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. And our golden seed. The golden seed found at the base of an illusory tree. Increase a sacred flask's number of uses. Can be used after resting at a site of grace. Site of grace being bonfire, I'm gonna call them bonfires. When the Elden Ring was shattered, these seeds flew from the Erdtree, scattering across the various lands, as if life itself knew that its end had come. Alright. So what exactly does the shattering of the Elden Ring then mean? Like, God, what did the intro say? Like the hubris of others or something along those lines caused the shattering, but then the queen, whatever, suddenly disappeared and then it happened? Or the Night of the Black Fangs? I have questions. I'm not gonna get the story for a long time. Vagabond Knight grieves. Grieves of a knight banished from their motherland. Dirty and battered after enduring a lengthy vagabond journey. Metal armor is heavy but also sturdy, offering significant damage negation. Yup, very nice. The crest emblazoned on the front is worn and dingy, no longer able to evoke sentiment. Aww. And the fire is broken, can no longer be lowered. That's also fine. The halberd, a long-handled polearm that combines the function of both axe and spear. Can be used to press a single enemy with continuous thrusting attacks, or swept at groups, taking advantage of its great reach and cleaving blade. A versatile weapon for any situation, with skill, charge forth. Quickly charge forward with the armament at the hip, carrying the momentum into a thrust. Hold to cover a greater distance. I'm definitely gonna need to have a quick tutorial on how to actually use those skills again. We read up on the longsword. Heater shield. Was it called the heater shield before as well? I think it was. A medium-sized metal shield, comparatively easy to handle. Metal shields reliably negate physical damage when guarding, a trait which made them highly trusted on the battlefield. For sure, although parrying, not my kind of thing. Memory of Grace. Almost reminds me of a pool of water with light at the end that just reflects in the water, I guess? The memory of first grace, which once guided bygone tarnished to the lands between. Lose all runes and return to the last site of grace visited. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring, become Elden Lord. Alright, and that is everything I've got. Hello. About new inventory feature. Wait, you get that as an item? Okay, interesting. I mean, does that stand anywhere over here? Shields, head, chest, arm, leg, talisman. There's an actual tab for info. I guess that's nice. Yeah. And that is everything that we just got. It's not a lot. Pouch? I mean, in here, I guess I can use it by here? No, I don't want to do that. Can I have my sword? Yes, thank you. By the way, I'm still medium load like this. I am still medium. I am not. I thought it just said. Now I'm medium load. Okay, yeah, never mind. We're sticking to the sword. I was thinking maybe I could go with the halberd for a little bit, but no, not really. Yeah, I know. Jumping is a thing. I need to get used to that as well. That is gonna change so much. You're not only gonna be able to dodge in combat, you're gonna have to jump over attacks. Combat is gonna be different. And I'm getting used to pressing Y already. I hope I get used to that quickly. Because again, jumping when trying to open a door is gonna make me look terribly foolish. Oh, wow. I take it... Hold on, item? There's crafting as well. I'm only noticing that just now. Anyway, that is... the Erdtree? These seeds flew from the Erdtree, scattering across various lands. I mean, it's golden-ish, but it says illusory. Right? At the base of an illusory tree. Chapel of Anticipation. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for sure, because I'm enjoying the view. My god. That is beautiful. But thus the tree is illusory? Again, I have questions. Of course, how many bloody people tried? Can I... No, I want to read the message. It's not time for jumping. Don't do it. Yeah, jumping like this? Sure. Can I... No, no, I want that. Ah, beautiful. Praise the Elda. Praise the Erdtree, not the Elden Tree. Do I have... we have a map. I'm gonna need a map. With the map menu, you can check your current position and terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Lastly, through the map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Okay, good to know. Meanwhile, I have got no bloody clue where the hell I am. That was the wrong button that I pressed, and now I don't know what I was trying to do. Gestures, that's what. Okay, then you basically through here just confirm and... Alright, and do we have options in this regard? Quite a few. I like that one. Can I... Oh, we already had that one over there. A rallying cry without a word. Powerful. And it's been way too long since I played. Alright, cool. Definitely liking this. But, still, jumping. Jumping is so bloody weird. I do not know how many of these messages are from players. Yeah, behold tree, I know. Behold Erdtree, very much so. First of Tarnish, behold Erdtree, absolutely. In a passage. Praise message, then behold precious item. Praise message, then behold secret. I'm definitely gonna say no. If there are illusory walls, how do they open? Do they open a la Dark Souls 2 style, or... Either way, lies. Right, are you a... Is there a difference between messages? In Dark Souls 3, if I remember stuff correctly, it's been quite a few years at this point, game messages always had a certain shine to them. Were you the game message? No, Overhope, you were the game message. Is there a difference between the two? There really is not a difference. That's gonna be tricky. Is there a difference? No, they actually are the same, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. I was kind of relying on there being a golden or orangey glow like in Dark Souls 3, which would point them out a little bit more. Oh well, that means I'm gonna miss stuff, that's fine. We'll somehow survive. Bridge, oh bridge. Which begs the question, after Dark Souls 3, can I... Nope. No secret passage here. And of course, gotta check everything. Fortnite? No, Elden Ring. How the hell... How the bloody hell did you get up there? Again, traversal is gonna be so strange Now that we actually have a jump. Really? Nothing at all? Despair. Despair? Let's see what was good. That one was good. Yes, applause message. Very well. You hide stuff over here. That's how you do things. Surely. Surely there's a precious item ahead. We'll find it sooner rather than later. Is that a fog wall? That is a fog wall. Okay. So, is this... How I wish there was just a small description on the lore of the intro cuts scene. Hello, grafted Scion? I haven't even had a chance for a tutorial message, so... Don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that at all. Do not like that at all. Okay. I'm rusty. Haven't played... Ow. Definitely don't like that move. I don't have healing. I don't have anything. It's been way too long. I'm bloody rusty. I'm dead. I need a tutorial first before you start throwing your balls at me. That's meant to kill me. This is gonna be a rough journey. Which just begs the question, where the bloody hell are we? Are you my horse? I'm supposed to get a horse. A goat horse?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all.
Where is here?
One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Whoever you are, you're really gonna have to catch me up on a lot of stuff that's going on. Because if there's a Golden Order, then I'm about to break it, because I don't know what the bloody hell I'm doing. And we're all on our own again with our own tiny Erdtree? Branch? Offshoot? Now that would have been useful before. Hello, Flask of Crimson Tears. Yeah, that was to be expected. Bloody A button. Okay, Flask of Cerulean Tears. I'm gonna call him Estes. Inventory. Of course, recent items. I'm loving that, actually. Too often did you have to look around into the Dark Souls 3 tabs and whatnot. I like this. Okay, Flask of Cerulean Tears. A sacred flask modeled after a golden, holy chalice that was once graced by the tear of a blessing. Filled with cerulean tears, this flask restores FP with use. Rest at the side of a grace to replenish. The one washed up on the graveside was sure to die, until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation, to seek the Elden Ring. But if the Elden Ring is shattered, do I have to gather the pieces and bring them together and reforge it? Or... questions. Sacred Flask, Holy Chalice, Source HP. Yeah, that's the only difference. Well, brilliant! Can I instantly... I already have them. Okay, I'm probably not going to use the Flask of Cerulean Tears because, again, melee. But that again points in the direction of, FP is probably not gonna regenerate by itself. I failed. We've all failed. The Cave of Knowledge lies below. Is there a... There is a difference, but... Okay, that difference is really hard to see. But I'm glad that there is a difference. Hi. The Cave of Knowledge. Jump down the hole ahead and you will find the Cave of Knowledge. There you can learn more about the game controls and basic actions. That would have been useful. Yes, I will jump down the hole. As well as other tips that may be helpful during your adventures in the lands between. We're going down a hole. I mean, has the game ever, in regards to Dark Souls, thrown you against a boss enemy before the true tutorial messages and whatnot? Not that I can remember. Definitely not Dark Souls 1 or 3. 2, the first boss was miles away, so I guess the ogre troll thing could count, but nah. Whatever this grafted scion is, it had an unfair advantage. I'm about to get my revenge. Meanwhile, hi. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. I'm definitely gonna have to recall again. First lesson, fall damage exists. Fall damage definitely exists. We're gonna take the softer path. I could really use a torch right about now. Use items, switch items, perfect. Yep. That's brilliant. Lots of dead people. Okay, so seeing how this is a tutorial cave, I'm assuming it's just gonna pop up stuff like this instead of having a little message on the ground. Alright, Site of Grace. Resting in the Site of Grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. You can find Site of Grace by going where the light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. I love that addition. Alright, which means Site of Grace, touch Grace, lost Grace discovered. I'm still gonna call them bonfires in the long run. First things first, I wanna go to my flasks. I wanna add a charge to my flask. Use 1 golden seed to increase your number of flask users. Just yes. Add a charge. Thank you. And increase amount replenished by flasks. Add a sacred tier to increase the amount of HP and FP replenished by your flask. I don't have sacred tiers, but good to know what we're looking for. I want to allocate flask charges. With this menu, you can allocate the number of users in each of your flasks. You have a set total of maximum flask uses. You can decide how many of those are used for HP healing flask or of Crimson Tears, or how many for FP. Yup. I definitely want all of them in my normal SS flask. There we go. Perfect. You can pass time. Ah, this day and night cycle. There's so much new stuff just because of it being an open world. Which also means, are there gonna be enemies that only appear during the day and enemies that only appear during the night? I am really curious. Anyway, tutorial first. Are you a game message? You are not. Offer friendship, therefore praise the message. You have got enough appraisals at this point in time, good sir. I'm sure you will manage without 1 extra. Hello. Lock on, perfect. Just the way that we are used to. Which means attack right-handed, two-handed armament. Yup. No lesson on backstabbing? Thank God, the backstabbing will always remain to be a thing. I'm sorry, I don't know who you were, but you were probably gonna rip my face off. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. You're probably gonna rip my face off because I killed your friends. Parrying is just... it's not happening. Parrying is not happening at all. Strong attack? Yes, indeed. Guarding. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done via a shield. And yada yada yada, same as always. Right. No worries there, and 100% physical damage reduction. What was that? What was that noise? Yeah, dodging, okay. Dodge throw on the backstab. I never use the backstab, but first time for anything. What was that? I have questions regarding what the hell happened. Good luck, yes indeed. No need for good luck here. This, after all, is just a tutorial with jump thing. Hold the dash. No thanks. No thanks at all. I can dash, but I don't need to. Alright. Good sir, your friend is shooting arrows at me. Then wielding armaments. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, I know, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%, which is Y plus LB or RB? That's different. That is most definitely different. Can I kick? Is kicking still a thing? I am. Apparently I broke through a stamina. I can't kick. Did they remove kicking? I mean, kicking was always weird in general. No. What? Oh, hold on. You press the Y button in order to switch your armament, in this case, back to the shield. If you hold, you also have access to your pouch. I'm gonna remove the memory of grace from there because I'm gonna accidentally use it. There's nothing else here that I would like to use. That is interesting. Quicker access. Okay, liking it. And again, I will have an awful lot to learn. Yeah, there are messages ahead. Okay, just like that. Changing targets. Thank you very much. Those are the basics that I do remember. No issue there. I'm definitely curious on whether or not you're gonna tell me about jumping attacks. Yes. Friends, hi. How are you doing? You are being a nugget. Can I do jump attacks? Can I do plunging attacks? You blocked that? Also, I took no damage from that. Did fall damage change? How bad is fall damage? Or how less bad is fall damage? Normally that would have taken damage, right? Or was it because I tried to do a falling attack? So much stuff to learn and relearn. Anyway, friend, hi. I'm doing great. Are you gonna teach me anything? You're gonna teach me about skills. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP and FP probably does not regenerate. Okay, left trigger, so... yeah. Which means... switch to that. And then we have square off. Which means you, my good sir, are dead. I am not sure if I like the change of requiring 2 buttons to actually change to dual wielding a weapon. I barely did that in general, but nonetheless, it means I need to get used to it. I can dual wield a shield. That is kind of cool. I guess you could do that before, but nonetheless. Oh god. Okay, so they added jumping from Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. They added... You could crouch in that game too, right? They added crouching from Shadows Die Twice as well. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you. Especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. On one hand, that is cool. On the other, oh my god. Please do not tell me they added the whole parry system of Sekiro to this game as well, because I'm not gonna like that. Also, don't dig around in the blood. People died there, that's gross. And I'm not sure if I like the fact that you actually... Oh, okay. If you fall down a ledge, you are no longer crouching, even if the ledge is very tiny. I'm not sure if I like the whole pressing the stick button, because that's something I never usually do. You're a back-turned enemy, critical hit. I can definitely do that. This is cool. I imagined that jumping would be added because of it being an open world. I did not imagine that crouching and sneaking like this would be a thing. I approve. You don't, but that's not my issue. Hi. Behold, hall. Yes. Yes, indeed. Maybe I should write some messages as well. Any final lessons? Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Alright. I guess that's what we kind of did with our enemy beforehand, which means... Sorry, I'm supposed to have a halberd there. You're just an easy tutorial enemy to do just that. That is sweet. And... Okay, why is... I'm not sure whether or not I like the fact that my HUD is constantly disappearing instantly. Can I change that? I mean, it's nice for a better screen presence, but at the same time, configure how it's displayed. I think I want to keep it on. Yeah, I think I want to keep it on. I like to have a vision of what I'm actually using at the time. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. If that avoids annoying runbacks and makes it possible for you to face an enemy boss quicker, I like that. That is nice. Which means, Grafted Scion, are you back again? Do we have our revenge this time around? No, we are facing a soldier of Godric. Hi. I was hoping to face a Grafted Scion, guard counters. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. That's what we did before. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. Right trigger or strong attack immediately after blocking an attack. That is what we did. Okay. Just like that. Okay, that is awesome. I am so sorry. You did... Yeah, you didn't even deserve a health bar like that. That was underwhelming. I really figured you would put up at least a little bit of a bigger... Why was there even a Stake of Marika here? I mean, again, it's a tutorial, but... Now I know at least what the whole ka-ching sound was. And underneath my health bar, we have the little Stake of Marika showing that it is nearby. I guess. That is cool. Okay, there's nothing else inside of here? No? Don't see anything. Which means, onward we go. Any further lessons? I think not. Only treasure awaits. And what is my treasure? Gotta remember, press Y, not A. Strength. Okay. Sure. I'll take it, I guess. I was hoping for something else, but I guess learning equals to strengthening your mind. So, we'll take it. Which means, what is a little... probably... Erdtree doing here? It is not ethereal, it's not an illusion, it's an actual... thing, and I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. How the hell did I get stuck? I can't move. Well, this is a good start to the journey.
So, what do we blame our first death on? Was it curiosity? Not believing in the power of the Erdtree? Maybe it was the spirit of the soldier of Godric taking his revenge from the grave. Many deaths surely await.